Hi students, now in this video we take the another very important bio chapter of the class 10, and that is how do organisms reproduce. Right, in the last video we cover the control and coordination MCQs, and now in this chapter we take the NCERT exemplar multiple choice questions which are very important and which is based on the concept that how do organisms are reproduce. And one remark is that in this video I only take the sexual reproduction concept, right? So my MCQs, my multiple choice question which I make in this video, it only based on the only based on the sexual reproduction concept. We know that this chapter is involved, there are two concepts. One concept is asexual reproduction and one concept is sexual reproduction. But in this video we are only cover the multiple choice questions based on the sexual reproduction, right? So let us start the concept here with the first very important multiple choice question, that is number 1. In a flower, the parts that produce male and female gametes, right? So male gamete and female gamete in flower. So let us start here. Stamen, right? Stamen is a male part. We know that it is composed of two parts. Okay, stamen is a male part which is composed of two parts. One is anther and one is a filament. Okay, both together are called as stamen. This is right, but anther, no. Anther is a part of male but it is not a female, so this option is get eliminated, right students? Let us see filament and stigma, right? Filament is a part of stamen but not a total male part. We not call it a male part, right? Stigma is actually stigma is nothing but a part of a female. We know that female part is nothing but what? It is called as a pistil, right? Which is having two. One is stigma, one is style, and one is ovary. All together called as a female part. But here we only stigma is not called as an. It is a only site of catching the pollen grains. Now it is not a female part, right? So it is also eliminated, right? So here see anther and ovary, right? This option is correct. Why? Because of anther produce pollen grains. Okay, and these pollen grains are what? These pollen grains are male gamete, and here it produces ovaries, eggs. Okay, ovaries, which is what? A female gamete, right? So stamen and style, again it is not. Style is only a passage through which a pollination taken place, right? That is a passage through which a pollen grains is enter into the ovary, but it is not an part. It is only site, right? So here stamen is correct but it is not matched, so this also elimination. But this option is correct, that is anther produce female gamete pollen grains. That is what? Pollen grains. We know that pollen grains that are nothing but what? Female gamete. Sorry, it is nothing but what? Male gamete. Okay, male gamete. And the ovary produce ovaries, which is nothing but a female gamete, right? So this point you have to be remember. This option number 1 is, this is the question number 1, right? So option C is a correct answer here, right? Come to the next question. Please write down this one and come to the question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. Which of the following is the correct sequence? Is the correct sequence of events of sexual reproduction, right? We only study about sexual reproduction in this video, right? Sexual reproduction in a flower. So let us see the sequence, right? So they say first pollination takes place. Option 1 say first pollination, and after that fertilization, after that seedling, and the last one is the embryo. This sequence is correct. Or option B say that The first one is seedling taken place. First sequence is seedling. And the second step is embryo. And the third step is fertilization. And the last step is pollination. Right? So option C, they said first pollination. Option C said no, first pollination. Right? And then say that second is fertilization. And next step is embryo. And then it is seedling. Right? This say. And then last option say that no, it is first embryo form. First embryo form, and then seedling taken place, and then pollination, and then fertilization. Okay, so see which is the correct. So now we know that about reproduction in sexual reproduction in correct sequence in flower, right? So what happened here? First we know that flower first make fertilization, self or cross, depend on flower. Okay, there pollination is important. There are two types of pollination. One is self pollination and one is cross pollination. So first the flower can make the pollination process, right? It may be self pollination, it may be cross pollination. So what is pollination here? The pollination thing, but the transfer of the male gamete to the female stigma, right? Free stigma, and means the pollen grains from this anther is transferred to the stigma of a female part, and that transportation is called as in pollination. So first pollination required. So what is pollination first? So here also first pollination, here also first pollination. So means this is correct, but these two options are wrong. We right correct. So C, D is B and D is eliminated. Why? Because we know that first is a pollination required. Without the fusion of male and female gamete, there is no possible of the reproduction, right? So here sexual reproduction means the meeting of two parents, male and female. So how do meet they? They meet with the help of pollination, right? So pollination is a transfer process in which the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of a same flower is called self pollination. Of a different flower are called as a cross pollination, right? So first pollination is correct, means B, A and C are hope. Okay, these are hope maybe answers. Now let us see second step is what? After the transfer of pollen grains, we know that the male and female, the pollen grains are transferred to the ovary, right? Ovary part with help of the style, right? Passage, and then male part and female part are meet together and fuse together, and that is called as fertilization, right? The male part is fused with the female part is called as an fertilization. So second step is fertilization. So both having fertilization second step, that is both are now correct. Now third step is what? After fertilization, the fertilization they form a cell, and that cell is divided into number of smaller cells, and that is called as a zygote, right? And that is called as zygote, and the zygote form a tough coating, that is called as a embryo. That is called as a embryo. So what? Not seedling. Like third step is embryo. Here step says seedling given, so automatic what happened here? A is option correct. Wrong. So first transfer, and then after transfer they meet together. After meeting they are divide together, they form zygote. It is also called embryo. Okay, embryo. Embryo is nothing but is a set step in which the zygote is divided into number of cells, multiple cells. Okay, it is look like a volleyball, right? So for football, so number of cells are there. It is ball shape, so it is embryo. And after embryo, it is tough coating formation takes place, and then what happened? Then seedling about what? Germination. When we kept a seed into the suitable conditions, water and suitable climate condition, it is break down and form the root and shoot which contain future plant. That is called germination process, and that is nothing but what? A seedling. And after seedling what happened? The future plant is grow, right? Shoot, and that is plumule, that is the shoot, and the radicle, that is what? Future root, right? So this is what? Option C is correct. Right, students? So like that you have to be steady while solving the numericals. You have to solving the MCQs. You have to be solve like that. One by one step you have to be explained. So this process is correct. First is pollination, first is transfer, meeting, and then for divide into number of cells, and then after seed for takes in place, that it is seedling in the suitable conditions, that is called as germination process, right? So this is about the second MCQ. Okay, now let's come to the third MCQ of today's class, right, related to the sexual reproduction. Hope you are understanding all the concepts here. I not only tick the answer, I explain why the answer is correct. That is important. Simply ticking answer is not suitable. We need explanation, because understand is very important here. In the multiple, they make in a multiple choice question, any questions may be asked, right? What is mean by zygote? They give the option. What is mean by fertilization? They give the option. What is mean by pollination? They give the options. So like we have to know the meaning of the terms also. Not only we simply tick, we not only to simply by heart the sequence, we also know what is the meaning of pollination, what is the meaning of fertilization, and what is the meaning of germination, what is the meaning of seedling, what is the meaning of embryo. We have to know the meaning. Only memorize or by hearting the sequence is not well. Okay, we know the function of each and every term in the biology. That is important part of the biology. Biology having only functions. Right, in the biology, every part have some functions, that functions are very important. Okay, simply biting that terms did not enough. You have to know the meaning of and the function of the purpose of that part, right? That is very important, and from that most of the questions they ask, right? Function is very important, right? So next is the question number 3, MCQ 3, that is characters transmitted from parents to offspring are presented. Option A, it is about cytoplasm and ribosomes. Option C, Golgi complex, Golgi bodies or complex, Golgi bodies. D, genes. So simple question. Character transmitted from parents to the offspring. So characters, that is what? Characters. Okay, inherited characters we study in the heredity evolution chapter. That heredity chapter we learn about that characters, traits from parents to offspring. For example, eye color, hairstyle, okay, voice, body structure, all these are transfer from parents to the offspring. Some characters, some variations that takes place, and that transfer of characters from male from father to the offspring, from mother to the offspring. Some mother characters are there transferred to the child. Some father characters are there transferred to child. How these characters are transferred, they ask. How the transmission of characters from parents to their daughter cells. It is because of not a cytoplasm, not a ribosome foreign factory, not a cytoplasm, not a Golgi complex. It is an genes. We know about the genes is the correct answer, right? So genes are responsible for which contain DNA, right? Which contain DNA, genes. That is important for transmission of characters, right, students? So this is the direct question. Right, it is direct question. Now let us see the next question here for the question number 4. Right, characters that are transmitted, again same, characters that are transmitted from parents to offsprings during reproduction show option A, only similarities with parents, only similarities with parents. Option B, only variation with parents, only variation with the parents. Option C, both similarities and variation with parents, both similarities and variation with the parents, right? And then dth one, that is neither similarities nor variation. So here see, we know that sexual reproduction is famous for they give variation, right? We know about sexual and asexual. In asexual, there is no variation takes place. Exact copy of the daughter cell is produced. Why? Because it is only single cell involved, single parent involved. But in the sexual reproduction, we know that there is a mixing of the two germ cells, right? DNA of the male and DNA of the female. The mixing takes place, and that mixing and the copy of DNA is inaccurate because of some biochemical reaction, inaccurate biochemical reaction. Due to the inaccurate biochemical reaction, due to the inaccurate copy of the DNA, due to the mixing of male and female gamete, due to the mixing of two different characters, that lead to the variation, right? So sexual reproduction is important for variation, and not only variation, for totally variation takes place, but there is similarity also there. For example, if a human being reproduce human being reproduce a child which also similar in their body structure is same. If any human beings reproduce an child, it is similar, body is similar, right? One nose, two eyes, hairstyle, okay, ear, and the body structure same, similar, okay, similar. But there is some variation, okay, maybe face structure variation, color variation, characters variation, that is variation. But totally only variations is not there and not similar, okay, it is similar plus variation. Okay, whenever a sexual reproduction takes place, the offspring produce, and that offsprings having the character similar with the parent body design and variation with some internal characters, right? So both similar and variations are taken place. So see here, only similarity, wrong answer. No, it is possible in asexual. It is possible in asexual, right? It is possible in asexual, but also in asexual, sometimes it is a variation takes place. For example, in the bacteria. When we study about the heredity concept chapter, we know about the bacteria example. There also in the asexual, some what happened here, some variation possible, not exact takes place in also what asexual, but we say in similarity in because most of the percentage similarity in asexual, but it is not a sexual. So we asking about reproduction, okay, reproduction, not it is from parents, means for parents nothing but two, more than one, it is asexual, it is sexual. Oh, it is asexual, so it is not possible. Only variation takes place, that is also not possible. Not only variations, there is some similarities also there, body structure is same. Next, D1, C1, both similarities and variation, right? This is right, both similarities in body design and variation, that is correct, right? And then here neither, no, it is not possible, okay, neither, it is not possible. It is mixing is where variation takes place. If there is mixing, if there is a variation, right? And some similarities also. So that is what the correct answer is option C, that is in the asexual reproduction, when the character transfer from parents to the offsprings, there is some variation, and that variation is we call body design, right? And the some and see, that is similarities, that is similarities, that is body design, and the variation, that is about eye color, hairstyle, okay, sound, height, different, okay. We know about traits, okay. We in the heredity chapter we study about the different characters, okay. So this is about the next concept, question number 4, okay. So next come to the fifth one, question number 5th, which is related to the sexual reproduction, right? Question number 5th here, okay. Question number 5th. Here see, the number of chromosomes in parents, question number 5, correct? Question number 5 is the number of chromosomes in parents and offsprings of a particular species remains constant due to right, see here, due to doubling of chromosomes after zygote formation, right? Option B, hauling means half, hauling of chromosomes during gamete formation. Okay, next, doubling of chromosomes after gamete formation. Okay, gamete formation. And option D, hauling half of chromosome after gamete formation. So see which answer is correct. So the question actually tells that the number of chromosomes in the parents and offspring are fixed, constant. Means if the parents having 26 chromosomes, for example, we know that male having 46 chromosome means 23 pair, right? And the female having 46 chromosome, that is 23 pair. Next, then what happened of offsprings? What about the offsprings? Offsprings having not 40 plus 46 plus 46. It is not 92. Okay, it is how much it is? It is also 46 constant. See, let us say about that here. The number of chromosomes, the parent, that is 46, and also the number of chromosomes, the springs are particular species remains constant. But I tell about the human species. Give example of human species. In the human species, the male having 46, the female having 46, the offsprings having offsprings, means the parents chromosomes and the female chromosomes are same, constant. We now variation, constant not same, okay, no variation. If the 46 plus 46 is not 92, it is again 46 constant. Why that happened? Why it is due to? Why it is? Because see, if double transform, what happened? If double means it is 92, it is 92. How much total here? It is 184. Okay, 184, that is not possible here. So doubling is not possible here. How we say doubling? If parent having 46, how they give 92 chromosome to the child? It is not possible. So doubling is not taken place here, right? So doubling is not taken place. Okay, maybe half. See here, 46 meaning that 23 from male and 23 from female, like that. Okay, that is 26 pair from here, 26 pair from here, like that. So total how much here? 23 chromosomes here, 23 chromosomes here. So out of total which is 46. Correct. So means what? From 46, half given by the male and half given by the female. For 46 half, for 23. So means what? Half is correct. But when it is during gamete or after gamete, that is important. It is during gamete formation. Okay. Fertilization takes place when there is a fusion of male and female gamete. Then what happens? The transfer of chromosome taken place. After that, gamete is formed. So during gamete formation, that happened. Okay, during the formation of gamete means when female and male gametes are fertilized to each other and they form the zygote. Okay, and that is what during gamete formation, right? That is what important during the zygote form, gamete formation. So option B is correct, not option C, not after gamete. Okay, when there is a fusion of male and female gamete, nothing but there is fusion of 23 chromosome from male and 20 chromosome from female, then they fuse together during gamete formation. And then what happens? Zygote formation taken place. So option B is correct here. right? So option B is during gamete formation, not after, it is during gamete formation. Right students, so this is right down. This is again very important concept, maybe be asked. So question number 5 is here finished. Now come to the question number 6 here. Then the question number 6 here. Okay, now see question number 6. The length of question number 6. Question number 6. The length of pollen tube depends on the distance between option A pollen grain and the upper surface of the stigma. Option B, pollen grains on the upper surface. Pollen grains on the upper surface of stigma and ovule. Next, C, pollen grain in anther and upper surface of stigma. And D one, upper surface of stigma and lower part of the style. So see, very important question, length of the pollen tube. So we know diagram over that one. See here, this is, we know the process of germination diagram, right? This is, and what is the length of pollen tube? What is the pollen tube here? Pollen tube nothing but the total part is called pollen tube. That is pollen tube. This is pollen tube. This is a pollen tube, right? Now this is the pollen tube, means what is length of pollen tube? How to calculate that length of pollen tube? It is from stigma to the end of a style, lower part of a style, right? So which option is correct? See, pollen grains and the upper surface, no, not possible, right? Pollen grains are from anther, that is not a distance, this is not an, this distance not is in pollen, right? This is not pollen grains, no, pollen grains not possible. Why? Pollen grains is from anther, it is not possible. Pollen grains also not possible. See, upper surface of a stigma to the lower part of a style, that is called as a pollen tube, right? So this is what option D is correct here. So the upper surface of stigma and lower part of style is called as what? It is called as pollen tube distance. That might depend. Okay, on that fact it is depend. Okay students, now this is the question number 6. Now come to the question number 7. In today's video, total 18 questions are there, right? 18 questions are there. Now we come to the 7. Question number 7, right? Okay, see here. Which part of this, which of the following statements? Question number how much? 7. Which of the following statement, of the following statements are true or correct, okay, are correct for flowers, right? See here, statement number 1, flowers are always bisexual. Flowers are always bisexual. Statement 2 say that they are sexual reproductive organ. They are the sexual reproductive organs. Okay, next question number statement 3rd, they are produced in all groups of plants. They are produced in all groups of plants, right? So next option, statement 4, after fertilization they give rise to fruit. Right? They give rise to fruit. Now let us see which statement is correct. Okay, the option 1 is say that statement 1 and 4 is correct. Okay, let us check one by one. And statement option B say that 1 and 3 is correct. And statement C say that 1 and 3rd is correct. And option D say that 2nd and 4 is correct. Okay, let us see. Right, so see, first statement correct or not? Flowers are always bisexual. No, it is wrong. Flowers is also bisexual, not only bisexual, they are also unisexual. We know the bisexual will mean what? The flower which contain both stigma and both pistil and stamen, right? Which having both male and female part, that is called bisexual. If the flower having only one, maybe male or maybe female, then what happened? Maybe it contains stigma, or maybe it contains stamen, or maybe it contains pistil, anyone. It is unisexual, right? So in the bisexual, both cross pollination and self is taken place possible, but in the unisexual, cross pollination takes place. So the flower having both bisexual and unisexual flowers, but here what saying? Flowers only bisexual. That is wrong. That statement is wrong. So see, the option which contain one statement is wrong. Option A is wrong here. Why? Because it contain 1, so automatically wrong. So again, which one contain 1? Option C also wrong, right? We eliminate A and B. Now let us see. They are sexual reproductive organs, right? Correct. Flowers called as sexual reproductive organs in angiosperms, plants, flowers, right? Because angiosperms are produce flowers, right? Only angiosperm can produce the flowers, right? Only angiosperms can produce the flower, and the angiosperms flower are called as reproductive organs. That is correct. Okay, means the option C also, B also contains 2nd, and C, D also contains 2nd. So let us see about 3rd. They are produced in all groups of plants. No, flowers are only produced in angiosperm group. Flowers are only produced in angiosperm group, not all group. So what happened? The statement 3rd is wrong. So which is kind of third statement? 3, C. This statement, this B also wrong, right? B also wrong. So means what? The 4th one is correct. So option 4, D is correct, means the 4th statement is correct, right? After fertilization, the fruit is give rise to food. So that is what the correct. So option 2nd and 4th is correct. So the option number D is now correct. That is statement 2nd, they are sexual reproductive organ, and after fertilization they give rise to fruit. These two statements are correct, statement 2 and statement 4. 2 2 is 4, right? So this is for students how do you learn, right? So one point remember here, in the unisexual, okay, you may be asked in unisexual cross pollination is possible, okay, and in unisexual self pollination is not possible. Why? Because it contain only one female or male, okay, it contain only one, it only contain male means they require female from where part? Other flower. So other flower means cross pollination. If it only having male, so it required female from where? From other flower. So it is cross. So in the unisexual flowers only the cross pollination possible, in self pollination not possible. So in the unisexual flowers the self pollination is not possible, right? You have to be remember that point. So student, this is question number 7. Now come to the question number 8 here, okay, question number 8 here. So see, it is some same question about statement, which of the following statements are true, right? So I can take 4 statements. Which of the following statements are true for? Such questions are possible in examination, right? So which of the following statements are true for, here true for unisexual flowers, right? So statement number 1, they possess. So you know what is unisexual? The unisexual flower which having maybe only one, maybe male or maybe female. It contain maybe pistil or maybe stamen, okay. If both present means it is bisexual, only one present means it is unisexual, right? So they are option 1 by 1. They possesses both stamen and pistil. Option statement 2, they possess either stamen or pistil. They possess either stamen or pistil. Statement 3, they exhibit cross pollination. They exhibit cross pollination, right? And then 4th statement, this one big, unisexual flower possessing unisexual flower possessing only stamens cannot produce fruits. Right? So see, option A say that statement 1 and 4 correct. Option B say that 2 correct, statement 3 correct and statement 4 correct. Option C say that statement 3 and statement 4 correct. And option D say that statement 1 correct, statement 3 correct and statement 4 correct. See, let us see. Statement number 1, they possess both stamen and pistil, correct? No. Unisexual contain any one. It is actually or, not and, okay. Or means correct, but it's and nothing but wrong. Unisexual contain any one, maybe pistil or maybe stamen, right? Anyone, but here not both. If both are present, it is bisexual. But if you are asking about the unisexual, so this is what a wrong statement. So let us see the option which contain number 1 statement is wrong. So A option wrong, D option wrong, right? Eliminated means option 1 is wrong statement. So this is not possible, right? all must be true, right? But one is false means the whole option is false. Let us see from statement 2. They possess either stamen or pistil. That is correct. They possess maybe one stamen or maybe, that is called uni. Uni means single. Maybe having stamen and maybe this statement is correct. This statement is correct, right? And now if means what? B having statement, so we get answer here. C. B having 2 but C not having 2. So what? C is incorrect, right? Because 2 is miss here. 2 is correct, but the C say that 2 is not correct. But this of C option, so we get answer here. We not need to check 3 and 4. Simple method. So okay, for knowledge we can take statement 3. What say? They exhibit cross pollination. Like now I say that in the unisexual there is a possibility of only cross pollination. Why? Because of if one is absent means the second is from the second flower, other flower, so it's cross pollination. So that is correct. And the unisexual flower possesses only stamen, cannot be produce fruit. Correct. If the flower having only stamen means only female, there is no male means only male, stamen is male, and there is no female means no fertilization takes place and there is no fruits is there. So that is correct option. Unisexual flower possesses only stamen, not produce the fruits. That is correct. So option 3, 2, 3, 4 is correct. So option which is correct? 2, 3 and 4 is correct, right? This option B is correct. So let us see how we check the answer. So one by one, right? Elimination method. Use the elimination method in science, right? How you use the elimination method in mathematics to find the value of linear equation x and y. Like that you can apply elimination method here. Okay, simply we can check. See, in the first statement we can make wrong of 2 options. We eliminate 2 options. Why? If the statement 1 is wrong, why the option A and D is correct? How it is correct? Because it contain statement 1. So it is wrong. And then we come to the third statement. Second, we observe that second is correct, but C say that second is not correct. So option C is incorrect. So option B is correct directly without seeing the third and fourth statement, right? So let us see how to we judge the correct answers, right? So these are beautiful questions like that, statements, okay, which is the correct statement. That is actually very interesting logic questions are there, right? And such questions are increase your knowledge and increase your thinking capacity, right? Think in the diverging direction, right? Your knowledge can be spread all over all points. You can recall most of the points here. So now students, come to the question number 9 of today's class. Again it is the same. It is again same which of statement is correct, right? So see here, question number 9 here. Which among the following statements following statements are true for sexual reproduction in flowering plants. And the flowering plants are nothing but what? Angiosperms. Okay, angiosperm family. You have to remember the flowering plant is nothing but what? They are angiosperms. So the statement 1, it requires 2 types of gametes. Statement number 1, it requires 2 types of gametes. Requires 2 types of gametes, right? So statement second, see here. Statement second say that fertilization is a compulsory event. Fertilization is a compulsory event. Okay, compulsory event. Statement third, it always results in the formation of zygote. It always result in the formation of zygote. And statement 4, offsprings form offsprings form are clones. Clones nothing but identical or same. That is your clones. Clones is a process of formation of individuals with identical characters. What is clones here? Clones is a process of formation of identical individuals. Okay, identical individual with identical characters. Okay, that is called as a clones. Let us see. Option A say that. Option 1 and 4 is correct. Option B say that 1 correct, 2nd correct and 4th correct. Option C that 1 correct, 2nd correct and 3rd correct. Option D say that 1 correct, 4th, 2nd correct and 4th correct. Right? So which is correct here? So see here. It requires two types of gametes. That is correct, students. The male gamete and female gamete require two different. That is called sexual. Statement is correct. So option A having 1, option B having 1, option C all having 1. That is okay. All options are still now alive. Roman 2. Fertilization is a compulsory process, right? Without fertilization, there is no formation of the gamete. What is fertilization? Fusion of male and female gamete. If there is no fusion of male female gamete, how the zygote formation taken place? So there is compulsory event. Without it is not possible to jump that process. After pollination, the compulsory process is fertilization. We not jump that process. For after pollination, we jump direct to the zygote formation. Not possible. That is impossible. Right? The fusion is important. So what is fertilization? Important event. That is correct. It is always result in the formation of zygote. Right? Correct. After fertilization, what happened? The zygote is formed. It is correct. What happened? The 4th one. Offsprings form are clones identical. No. It is what? Flowering parents. It is sexual. In the sexual, there is no possibility of identical. There is a variation is there. So this option 4 say that, statement 4 say that the offspring which are produced by the flower during this sexual reproduction are similar, same. Not wrong. It is a variation with similarities, right? But they clones identical, same. That is not possible. In the sexual, the clones are not possible. In the sexual, there is a variation and takes place. So that is what clones, nothing but identical characters. That is not possible. So 1, 2 and 3 is correct. So this not wrong. So this option 4 is wrong, means this wrong, and this also wrong because option 4 is wrong. So 1, 2 and 3. So option C is correct. Option C is correct. So like that you have to be take. Okay, student. This is question number 9. Right. So let's come to the question number 10. Question number 10. Okay, now question number 10 is, now it is diagram based. See here, it is diagram based. Now in figure the parts A, B and C are sequentially, again sequence, okay, sequentially. So it's a diagram. See here, this is a diagram. Okay, this is a diagram, and this is what A, this is B, and this part is C. Okay, now let us see what is A, B and C here. So option C say that, option C, the first is cotyledon, and then the second, that is B, it is nothing but a plumule. Okay, plumule. And the third is say that it is radicle. C is the radicle. Okay, let us see which is correct. Radicle. Now let us see, option B say that the plumule number 1, and the second is a radicle, and the third one is a cotyledon. Option C, plumule, cotyledon and a radicle. And D, radical, cotyledon and a plumule. So simple, you notice here it is called, we know that the options, let us do not see options, let's start to label. What is this one? That is called plumule. Okay, and that is also called a primary shoot, right? And this is what? This is cotyledon, right? This is also cotyledon, this is cotyledon, whole part, cotyledon. And what is this? It is called as a radical. Okay, a radical, that is nothing but what? It is a future, it is a shoot. Okay, it is a shoot, sorry, it is a root, it is a root, right? It's a root, right? Radical. So see option, first plumule, then cotyledon, and then radical. So it is plumule first. So this is not possible because of plumule. So this is plumule, second is radical, and then this is option C is correct, right? So this B is correct. So option C is correct. First plumule, and then radical, and then first plumule, and then cotyledon, and then radical, right? So this plumule is what? This is plumule is what? This is an shoot, right? Future plant. And the cotyledon what? Storage of food here. Okay, storage of food. We know about that. It is a storage of cotyledon, storage of food here. So it is what? Root. It is a root which is an water conducting system, right? So this point you have to be remember, students. Okay, this one another very important question. Now come to the question number 11 here. Question number 11. Question number 11. Okay, take the question number 11 here. Offsprings formed as a result of sexual reproduction exhibit more variation, right? Correct. We have more variation because what reason behind that? Why we say that in the sexual reproduction there is a variation? So what is the reason? We have to take the reason. First our reason is it is correct or not, later we discuss. First write down, sexual reproduction is a lengthy process. Sexual reproduction is a lengthy process. What lengthy? Lengthy process. Because of that variation takes place. Okay, see, let us see. Then genetic material come from two parents. Genetic material come from two parents of the same species. Right? So option C, genetic material come from the two different species. Same statement, genetic materials come from the two parents of the different species. And then option D, genetic material come from many parents. Genetic material come from many parents. Okay, see which is correct. Simple, very simple is there. Actually it is that question is there. So we know about sexual reproduction. Why sexual reproduction variation takes place? Because of fusion of two different parents, male and female. Okay, that is why variation takes place. In asexual there is single parent, no variation, right? So see here, first one, sexual reproduction lengthy process, that is not a case for variation. Okay, it is maybe lengthy or maybe short. not it is not a factor for variation, right? So option A is incorrect, right? So genetic material come from two parents of the same species. Option B is there, and the option C also same. The genetic material come from two parents of different species. Which one correct? Same species or different species? Right, same species, right? Different species not possible. What is species? Species is a group of organisms which can intercourse with each other, which can produce with each other. That only possible if the organisms with the same species, same family, then only they reproduce. If the species is different, means it is not possible for reproduction, impossible. So there is an first what happened, the option B is correct, option C is wrong, because different species are not reproduced with each other. That is important. And then genetic material from many parents, what? Only two parents. Many what? Not 3, 4, only 2. So that is also wrong. What is the meaning of many here? No, only 2 require, male and female. So what happened here? B is correct. The genetic material that from genes are transferred from parents to the offsprings, male, female to the offsprings, and that male, female both have same species. They are belonging to the same species. Okay, that is the correct answer. So option B is correct here. Okay, students. So that is very important. You have to be remember question number 11 here. So please note down this one. Right. Right. Now come to the question number 12. Okay, we near to this completion. Okay, total 18 questions are there. So now let us still 7 questions are there. Okay, so question number 12. Reproduction is essential for essential for living organism. Formula for living organisms in order to option A. Okay, now we learn about the importance of reproduction, and in that concept you have to be get this answer, right? So for organisms, why it is essential process. All right, so keep the individual organisms alive, keep the individual organisms alive. Next, option B, fulfill their energy requirement, fulfill their energy requirement. Option C, maintain growth. Option D, continue the species generation after generation. Okay, after generation. So see, first keep the individual organisms are alive. That is also sometime okay. Let us see, pending the option 1. Fulfill the energy requirement. No, in the reproduction there is a more loss of energy taken place, right? That is not a requirement. It is an fulfill the energy. No, it is an wrong statement. Maintain the growth. That is not related to the growth or reproduction, sexual reproduction. So the option C, continue the species generation after generation. That is correct, right? As compared to A and B, A and D, the D is more accurate, right? It is actually the reproduction is important for continue the generation to generation, pass the species. The species must not be managed. As for example, for tiger, we know that about tiger generation is come to reduce because of their reproduction. Okay, so reproduction is important to continue the species. If the species are stopped to reproduce, what happened in the after some time in the future, the species are vanished from the nature. So that is what, to continue their generation to generation we require reproduction. So option D is very accurate here. So option D is correct. Right, students? So this is question number 12. Now come to the question number 13. Question number 13. Question number 13 here. during adolescence, during adolescence, several changes occur in the human body. In the human body, mark one change associated with the sexual maturation in boys. Okay, underline, in boys. So first one is option A, loss of milk teeth. Option B, increase in height. Option C, cracking sound. Option D, weight gain. See here, during adolescence, several changes occur in the human body. Mark one change associated with the sexual maturation in boys. See here, sexual maturation in boys. So see here, for only boys. But loss of teeth is for both boys and girls. That is not possible. In the loss of milk teeth also takes place in girls, okay, and also boys. So not only boys, it is both for male. So option B, A is wrong. And option B, increase in the height, both takes place. There is a common change between male and female during adolescence. There is a common change between male and female. Okay, both can increase their height in the adolescent state. So that is sudden increase. You said sudden increase in height during adolescent state. That is, you start from 11 years or 12 years and up to the 19 years. That is adolescent period is there. And in that period, we come across the puberty period, where the saturation hormones are released. Puberty, in male it is an estrogen, in the female, so it is a male it is called testosterone, in the female it is called estrogen. So that hormone is puberty is called. So that is not height is for both girls and boys. So that is also not for only boys. It is also eliminated. And the weight gain, it is for both boys and girls. That is not. But cracking sound is only for boys, right? In the girls, the sound is smooth, right? But in the boys, the sound is crack. So it is called for boys. That is cracking sound is a correct option, right? So option A, B and D is common for boys and girls, but particular for boys means that is cracking of sound. But in the girls, the sound is a shrillness. That is a shrillness, or called as a smooth sound is there. Okay, right? So let us take question number 14 here. Question number 14. In the female, in human, an event that reflects the onset of the reproductive phase is option A, growth of body, and then change in the hair pattern, changes in the hair pattern, and then C, change in voice, and then D, it is a menstruation. Okay, there is a monthly period. Okay, monthly period. So what is this here? In the human, an event that reflect the onset reproductive phase, that is reproductive phase. Okay, that is what reproductive phase, nothing but the phase in which the individual is able to reproduce. Okay, and that is there is growth that is not possible, change in hairstyle that is not related, voice is not related, so that is menstruation cycle. Okay, that is a monthly periods we call it as. Okay, monthly periods, so the menstruation cycle. Okay, when the egg is not fertilized, right, what happened, it is we get wasted in the form of mucus and the blood. Okay, so that is we have to be know about that, right? So this is what question number 14. Now come to the question number 15 here. Now left 3 questions are the last of today's class, right? So come to question number 15. Question number 15. In human males, in human males, the testis lie in the scrotum because it help in the option A is here, the process of option A, process of mating, option B, formation of sperm, and option C, easy transfer of gametes, and D, all the above. And most of students said they can tick the all the above. No, first they take the reading here. See, read the question. In the human male, the testis lies in the scrotum because it help in the, so meeting is not is there, and easy transfer of gametes, it is for vas deferens, so it is also not there. And all these, if 2 is cancelled, means all of these is also cancelled, so that is correct, formation of this sperm, right? So we know that testis function is it is nothing but what it is be changes during puberty, that is formation of the hormone testosterone, so that is formation of sperms is there, the function of testis present in the scrotum, so that is the option B is correct here. Okay, do not write all correct, right? So correct us, write the statements, right? Now question number which one is 15 and now 16. Okay, now question number 16. See here, question number 16. Question number 16 here. Which among the following is not the function of testis at puberty. Okay, puberty. Let us see. Statement number 1, formation of germ cell. Formation of germ cells. Statement second, secretion of testosterone. Third one, development of placenta. And then fourth one is secretion of estrogen. Secretion of estrogen. So see here, option A, statement 1 and 2 correct. Option B, 2 and 3 correct. Option C, 3 and 4 correct. Option D, 1 and 4 correct. Let's see which is correct. So see here, a formation of germ cells. Okay, so here the formation of germ cells is a function of puberty, testis in puberty, and the secretion of the testosterone, that is also correct, secretion of testosterone, right? That is what in the puberty there is a release of hormones, it is correct actually. But in the among the following, which is the among the function of, right? The question is correct, which of following is not a function, not a function, sorry, not a function, not a function. So it is here, formation of germs is a function of puberty, right? That is correct. Testosterone is a function of puberty, that is correct statement, right? Development of placenta, that is not correct. Why? Because it is a female part, it is related to female. Okay, female is nothing but female, but testis is a male, so it is not correct. And then secretion of estrogen, it is not correct because it is a female estrogen, and for male it is testosterone, for female it is estrogen. So what? 3 and 4 is wrong. So that is what answer C is correct here. Right, answer C is correct. So sorry, which is not a function. So not function means the development placenta and estrogen is not a function of testosterone, right? Because placenta is a female and estrogen is also female. Okay, because that is not possible by testis, right? So this is what question number 60. Right. So next come to the question number 17 here. So question number 17. The correct sequence of organ, the correct sequence of organs in the male reproductive system for transport of sperm is, right? The sequence option A, testis. Second one, was deferens, and the third one, urethra, right? And then B1, testis, and then ureter, and then urethra. Okay, and C1, testis, urethra, ureter. B1, testis, vas deferens, ureter. Okay, ureter. So to see which is correct. So simple it is. We know that testis form the sperm, and after that vas deferens, and after the urethra. Okay, that is option A is correct, right? So that is wrong. Ureter is urethra, or this you know. Okay, the first is testis, the second is vas deferens, and then is the urethra. Okay, so that is what option A is correct, right? So this is what 17th question. So like that you have to practice for female also, right? Female, for what happened? First, how the travelers of egg is takes place, first ovary, and fertilization takes place in fallopian tube, and then fix at the where it is, and fix at the uterus. Okay, uterus wall. And if the entry of the sperm means first vagina, and then uterus, and then come to the fallopian tube, and then come to the ovary. That is the sequence you have to remember, right? So like that you have to practice for female also. Okay students, now let us see the next question, the last question of today's class, question number 18. See here, which among the following diseases is not sexually transmitted. Okay, transmitted. First one, syphilis. Okay, and the second one is hepatitis. Okay, and next is HIV AIDS, and option D, that is what? Gonorrhea. So see here, syphilis is a sexual transmitted disease. Okay, we know that sexual transmitted disease by bacteria. You have to remember, by bacterial disease, bacteria, right? And that is AIDS. It is a sexual transmitted disease, and that is by virus. Okay, by virus. And gonorrhea also sexual transmitted disease, and by it is a bacteria. Okay, so it is bacteria. And but hepatitis B is what? Not a sexual. It is because of intake of contaminated, okay, contaminated food and water, that lead to hepatitis. So that is what? Option B is correct, which is not a sexual transmitted disease. So student, these are all very important MCQs from NCERT exemplar, which are possible, maybe ask an examination, possible is there, right? So this is all about the NCERT MCQs we solved today in the chapter on how do organisms reproduce, and in which we cover only about the sexual reproduction. So hope you understand all the explanation, all the MCQs, and you practice this again one time. Okay, one time see the video or one time take the note and yourself solve it one by again. Okay, and also understand why this option is wrong, why this option is correct. You have to be think very important. It is very important. Okay, we think and then take the answers, and these are very important for you in the 10th class and also for the higher classes for second PUC to face the JEE and NEET, such higher hard competitive examination. Okay, and that you also be very important to face that MCQs. Okay, so practice MCQs, so many MCQs to get perfect in this chapter. Okay, so in the next video we come with the next bio concept of class 10 in the next video with MCQs, okay, from the NCERT exemplar, right? So please watch the video and share the video with your friends and make this help to them for their examination, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. Meet in the next video with the new bio concept here. Okay, again thank you so much.